Are you gutsy? Do you have big dreams, big goals? Maybe even some people have told you that they are crazy goals. Gutsy Travels. We are a travel show with a twist. We have inspiring interviews with gutsy people. People around the country who have been gutsy. This is where you want to be. Be inspired to be gutsy yourself. Leu Gardens in Orlando. Welcome to Gutsy Travels. This episode is with a gutsy guest who had some challenges with public speaking. So much so that she would faint just standing up to introduce herself or to get on stage. Her name is Jennifer Pressimone, and I interviewed her in the Leu Gardens in Orlando, Florida. We were surrounded by 50 acres of nature's beauty. And I want you to hear her story. So join me. Let's find out how Jennifer was gutsy about public speaking. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, everybody.
And we are sitting underneath a bamboo. What do you call that?
It's just a whole mound of bamboo.
You are an aromatherapist. Mm-hmm. You have been doing your business for 20 years.
20 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful anniversary to be having. And you had some challenges that brought you into aromatherapy, right? And you had to be gutsy to do it. What?
I did. I didn't know it, but I did.
So how do you define gutsy? What does gutsy mean to you?
I never thought about it before. I don't know. I mean, gutsy for me means having the courage to do something even when I'm hesitant, even when I don't feel prepared, not letting fear hold me back from growth. I think when being comfortable in our uncomfort zone.
Yes.
I think that's huge. And so, you know, being gutsy it's okay to be scared, and it's okay to be afraid, and it's okay to be not good at it. But you do it anyway. You make an effort.
You do a lot of things that are gutsy. In my opinion, you are a gutsy woman. So can you, for our audience, can you give us one time? I know you've been gutsy so many times, but just one time that you were gutsy that may inspire our audience.
Wow. I think when I'm doing stuff, I don't realize it's gutsy until I think about it later. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Like, whoo, I was brave. You know, I think starting a business, actually, the business started me, and then really growing the business, kind of owning the fact, I think that, oh, I'm going to leave corporate America. I'm going to leave the corporate world to do a business. Right. That was really, I think that took a lot of guts on my part because I'm very safe. I'm very conservative. I always thought I was going to retire, same career for like my whole life. And just to embrace the idea of having my own company and figuring that journey out and knowing that it wasn't going to be easy. I think that was very gutsy, and then that led me to conquering my biggest fear, which is fear of public speaking.
Tell us some more about that.
I mean, I straight A's, I was honors, except I did not pass public speaking. It was not good. I would get up and say my name and pass out, literally.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When I practiced in front of my mom, I would pass out. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so, in one time I agreed to do a presentation and I was going to pass out. So I literally sat behind the podium with my head between my legs, and they gave me the microphone and I did a whole presentation behind the podium. Yeah.
Seriously?
No PowerPoint, nothing. All they could hear was my voice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I did it.
You did it.
I did it and I got through it, and now I can speak in front of thousands of people and not pass out. So, that was probably the gutsiest thing I've ever done.
Yes. And you still did it, even though it was a different way of speaking, but you did it.
I found a way that I wasn't, my choices were I could run off the stage and like be humiliated.
Yeah.
Or I could get through it. And I got through it.
And you got through it. Wow. I didn't even know that story. So thank you for sharing that with us. What do you think? How about we continue walking around and see if we find another spot, and we'll sit down and we'll continue our interview.
Let's go.
All right. Love it.
Fun day. It's a self-rejuvenating, self-inspiring, and restoring day whenever we all can get together.
Yes, yes, and it's fun. Discover My Inside Story was created to help you discover who you were meant to be through powerful self-discovery opportunities and life-changing experiences. We offer retreats, seminars, and workshops along with destination experiences for both men and women. We're continuously planning new retreats, so click on our website and make a plan to discover who you were meant to be. We welcome you on this journey to discover who you are and to love what you find. It's a little warm out here and it's getting windy, but at least we found a shady spot that we can chit-chat some more. So you were talking about your time when you were Gutsy, and I know now you are vice president of NAHA.
I am.
And you have been
for a long time.
Yeah. So what is the National Association?
National Association of Holistic Aromatherapy. And I've been a member, a director, and now vice president with them since 2004. It's a wonderful organization involved in bringing awareness to true aromatherapy and using it for holistic health, which is so important. I think a lot of people are looking to, hey, how can I help myself and help myself be well, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and it's wonderful to be a part of that and intertwine it in what I do. So,
well, and so that you have accomplished because you were gutsy to start your own business in aromatherapy.
True.
So let's go back to that again and tell us about one big challenge that you had when you were starting your business and you were being gutsy.
I think I was a lot gutsier than I realized, and it came out of a need to figure it out. And whenever you have a desire to figure it out, I think you will figure it out. And then, you know, looking back at some of the things I did to figure it out, I was pretty gutsy. Figuring things out, what is it that I need to figure out was a huge challenge. And then finding the resources to make it happen. You know, I think joining a leads group, for example, I never even heard of business networking groups and joining a leads group. Well, what that meant, remember, fear of public speaking, was that I had to get in front of people and actually say my name and say that I had a business and what did I do and who did I help, so I could teach people how could we network back and forth? What can I do for you and what can you do for me? And that was really tough. And I remember I went to my very first networking group, my very first day of business, October 15th, 2002. And I was very scared to get up in front of people. And 2 other people who were veteran members got up, and one lady got on one arm and a man got on the other one, and they held me up. Wow. And they were so nice because I didn't know what to do, and so they did. So they're like, hey, what's your name? My name is Jennifer Pressimone. Jennifer, what do you do? I would tell them, and they would just ask me questions. And then before I knew it, I gave a little speech about my company and about my business, and I felt amazing. And I had all these people who cheered me on. And so nobody wants you to fail. Nobody wants you to do bad, even though I knew that I was still scared. But standing up, I did it. And so I think in any business or any goal that you go after, just knowing that, hey, I'm determined to figure it out. I'm going to find the resources and the tools and the skills that I need to figure it out. And then I'm going to surround myself with people to lift me up and help me figure it out. So I think that was huge. That was the biggest challenge. That was the biggest blessing.
So you've actually answered 2 of my questions. The biggest challenge, and what advice would you give someone?
Take a step. I mean, dream. My advice would be to dream and think about what is it that you would want. And if you don't know, because I didn't know I wanted a business, what fell in my lap, and be open to it, receive it, and honor this blessing that's been placed before you. I had a blessing I didn't know. And it's turned into, I've been able to help hundreds of thousands of people get well. And that warms my heart to no end. I would have never done that if I didn't take a step. Hey, for this scent break, we're going to be making up a foot rub. We're going to put in 2 drops of rosemary. You're going to take this and you're going to put it on your fingers, and then you're going to massage it on the bottoms of your feet, on the heel, get in between the toes, on top of the toes, the entire foot. It's kind of harmonizing and relaxing and grounding and rejuvenating all at the same time.
Thank you for doing that interview, especially with no notice, Jennifer.
You know, I used to not be able to do that. I mean, I was, oh no, I have to plan and prepare and write out my speech and memorize it and practice it. And now I love being on the go, on the fly. I can do it anytime and don't have to be rehearsed. You know, I think the funnest moments is when it's not rehearsed.
Yes.
It's a little bit more real, but yeah, I mean, just building the confidence that this is just so easy now.
Jennifer had similar fears. She took action. And she had a support system as well, those that helped her so that she wouldn't hit the floor if she did faint. Well, she figured it out. She took to the stage in a very different way, and over time, she succeeded in overcoming her fear of public speaking. You can too. And here are a few steps that you can take. First is to read a book that helped me so much. It's by Susan Jeffers. The title of the book is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Number 2 that helped me and can help you is check out Toastmasters.org. It is a nonprofit educational and leadership company or nonprofit that has clubs all around the world. I think it's like 142 countries right now. And in those clubs, you get plenty of practice for public speaking, and you can start small and then you can grow. Public speaking is a very normal fear, yet it can be overcome. I did it, Jennifer did it, and you can too. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, subscribe below, and I'll see you down the road for another Gutsy Chat. you have for me? I'd love to hear from you. I love these Gutsy Travels. It is so much fun, and 7:30 in the morning and sitting out here on the lake. Be focused, be kind, be gutsy.